Welcome back, everyone. I'm almost finished gaming. This is Starowies. We are in November now. If you look at my bank account, I did do some extra contracts. I did that $2,000 cultivating contract, found a few more cultivating contracts, and a few spraying contracts for fertilizer. So I did those. So that's where my bank account is up 28K. And I only did that until about 5 p.m., going about 5 speed. So that's kind of where we are. And I've had a thought after yesterday. Number one, it's November. I think I should raise the greenhouse. So let's do that. Let's raise that up. And if you remember, I was looking at the 20K windmill processor that does sunflowers and other things. Well, the old mill over there does that as well, except it will do buckwheat and it will do rye and it'll take sunflowers and make oil. So, and I was looking at the cost of this. If I exit back out, well, I guess I have to go visit it. So if we visit this, and look to buy this production, it's only 20K, which is what I wanted to do with a different mill anyway. So we're just gonna buy this. We now own the old mill. It's ours. We own it. Look at that. Yeah, so this is all ours now. And the first thing to do is get a bunch of the sunflower over here and start making sunflower oil. So we can do that. I'll enable this. I'll just activate it for now. And we will tab over to one of this truck. This truck. It's not a truck. Oh, and we need to attach to the trailer. Tractor, man, brain, function, please. So we are going to collect all these sunflower seeds and take them over. There we go. That looks actually on target. Ooh. Okay, let's keep filling this up. Let's look at what the oil mill now has. How much is left of sunflowers? So about 4,000 liters. And what do our pigs have? So protein is sunflowers, but I think I figured out how to do the pig food as well. Pig food doesn't spawn from that little bakery thing that I put down that will make pig food as a byproduct of flour and bread. So let's drive over there, and there is a output that I think I can grab the pig food from, and if that's the case, how much will it take? I don't think it'll take a lot. Before we fill up, we'll look. Yeah, see, we already have bread, so we need to sell that as well. I think I just want to sell all the products as soon as they spawn. So let's look. So I think it holds 20. So if I just take a smidgen of the pig food, so this is how I think we fill up the pig food. So that's 5,000. If I take it all, am I gonna cause a problem? Oh, it says I can dump the pig food back in. Okay, so let's drop this pig food in our pigsty, and we'll see what happens with the effectiveness and what that looks like. And it also says manure is being collected, but I'm not sure where to get it. Okay, so if I dump this, we're definitely dumping pig food. Yep, and I knew it wasn't going to be a lot. Okay, so it looks like it divides it amongst these categories. Okay, so that's good. So I'll go dump this back into that production and just use that as a storage for the pig food at this point. I don't have a flatbed trailer that I can load the bread on. I do need a place to sell the bread. We'll have to look at the mini map. So where can we sell bread? Bread, bread, where are you, bread? There you are. Oh, and it sells for pretty good. So local farmers market or the warehouse you can only buy from. So really, the locals farmers market is the only place. So let's tag that. And where is its icon? There it is. Okay, so it's that way. The local farmers market is back here. Okay. So we then need a way to load it up. And I don't want to run over things, so we are going to... Actually, let's drop this trailer off at the farm, and then we can go to the store, because I want to see what it would take to get a trailer and outfit this with a thingy-majobber. Forklift, quickie thing. Man, brain not functioned very well today at all. Because I think I can outfit this with like a lift or a forklift and all that stuff. And we would need a flatbed trailer as well. I should really try and not use super strength and try and use pallet forks and everything else, even though I don't necessarily like doing it. If I do it, the more I do it, I'll probably get better at it. That's the way it kind of works, huh? So, I'm going to probably take out a loan to do this, is my guess. Oh, right, and I have more seed. So, it's going to save really quick. I'm just curious what kind of contracts we have as well, if there's anything we can do. So, there's a fertilizing contract. Any harvesting we could do. Does not look like it. We don't have any of that equipment. We don't have a plow, although I want a plow, so we could buy a plow. Ooh. We could plant alfalfa. Okay. First things first. How much is it going to cost me to customize this and put a front loader attacher on it? 1,500. Okay, let's just do it. Customize it. And now let's hit the store. I think these, yeah, 80 horsepower, 120. So what I think that did is it gave us, does it not show up in here? Or does it show up in the tractor? It must show up as part of the tractor. Regardless, this tractor is only 76 horsepower, so it needs the bucket that is, or not the bucket. It needed this, which is what it probably bought, is my guess. Oh, I still have to buy this attachment. Oh. Right. Right. That was just, what I did was just allowing it to use that quickie attachment. Yeah, we're gonna have to take out a loan. Because I don't even have enough for that. And I would want to get that, a pallet fork, 1700, and then a trailer of some sort. Probably, I mean, this is the cheapest, and I could just make this a bale trailer. We already have one of these, but I don't want to keep converting it back and forth. And I think it has the same amount of space as this. So if we take out a loan of... Oh, we did take out a loan. Huh, that's okay. I'm going to take out a bigger loan. There's 10. I think we're going to need 15 to buy what I want. So we'll try that. And I think that we will go the cheap route and do this. Okay. And then we will go the front loader attachment route and buy this. I don't even care what the color is. I took out too much of a loan, it looks like. And the pallet fork. And we will buy that. Let's get all of these attached. And then we can pull the trailer over, and then I can go sell that bread. Well, I guess we'll have to look and see when the next bread is going to spawn. Because it probably makes sense to wait for most of the day before collecting the bread and selling it. And honestly, I could take these back as well now, which that's probably a good idea. Put these at the farm. There we go. Okay, I am going to shut this off, and we're going to get the other tractor. Because we're going to go plant. I am going to take this sowing contract for 80. I should hook up first and make sure I can plant alfalfa. Because I don't know that I can plant alfalfa. So can we plant alfalfa? We can. So this alfalfa is going to be ours. We're going to accept that contract. I'm going to refill the seeder. And then make my way over there. And see you when I'm done. We are just about done planting this alfalfa field for the contract. It actually is finished now. So we will stop up and we'll just collect it. So let's collect this. It's a nice chunk of change for planting alfalfa. Collect. What is there to do next? Anything else? There's a few fertilizing contracts. That looks like the other things we could do. I don't think there's anything we can harvest, and we don't have a plow yet. What is harvestable? Alfalfa's harvestable. Grass is harvestable. Oh no. Sunflowers, sugarcane, sugar beet, spinach, soybeans, red beet, poplar, parsnips, oilseed radish, green beans, cotton, corn, clover, carrots. Yeah, I don't think there's anything that we can actually harvest. I don't see any regular harvesters. So, I will go get this put away and get the sprayer and we'll go get set up for those contracts. Okay, we are hooking up to the sprayer, and then we'll grab those 2 contracts and get a little more money. So let me pull up the contract menu one more time. And fertilizing contracts, there we go. We're going to do 20 and 89. So let's accept. And 89, accept. Let's go to 12. Let's go do 89 first. And I'll see you when I'm done with these 2 fertilizing contracts. We are just about finished with this second spraying contract. And after we're done with that, we'll look at contracts again and see if there's anything else that we might be able to do before we finish up. That's it. So let's take a look at contracts. We'll collect both of these. 802 and 1,133. Thank you very much. And bale wrapping, deadwood, harvesting, mowing, plowing. Nope. Nothing we can really do. So let's go back and drop this off at the farm. And we have so many potatoes that it probably makes sense to see if I can sell some of them. Because we can't do much with all those potatoes. Unless I can afford a chip factory, which I don't think I can. So, let me just have a quick look, really, to see if I can afford a chip factory, and I'll be right back. So, what I found is there is one big factory that costs like $360,000. There is a much smaller one as well that I could actually put down for $5,000, and that is these guys, the production for food triggers, additional triggers. It's a mod. I don't know how powerful it is, but it does like everything, is what it seems like, for food. And I am really tempted to put one down here and just get started on doing chips with potatoes. I think it has to be attached. It doesn't have to be attached to a building, but it feels weird not having it attached to a building. So I'm hoping it works right here, because I could easily come in here and dump potatoes and pick up, and then it's just attached to this house, this little bakery. So I think that's what I'm going to do. I can hit B just to build it in place. And we'll build it for 5,000. And let's turn this off and get out. Oh, it's noisy. Ooh, I don't like that. Production for food. So it can do so much stuff. So what does it do for potatoes? Potato chips. Olive oil, sunflower oil, and canola oil. Perfect. So if we go into the old mill, and it hasn't spawned anything yet, but if we put this to distributing, it should pump it into here. And then if we turn on potato chips that use sunflower oil, and then I go pick up a bunch of potatoes and dump them in there, we will see what happens. Ooh, so loud. Let me get out of here. Let me get out of there. Why is that so loud? Oh, I don't like that. Okay, let me put this away, and I'll pick up the trailer with the other... Ooh, not run over this guy. Wait for traffic. I'm going. They can wait. Okay, so this is the last round of potatoes that I'm putting in. We're about 3,000 shy from taking all of them, 3,000 liters shy. But I found a slight problem in that when I was looking at the incoming things, I noticed flour getting in here to the tune of 7,000 liters. Um, and geez, that's a lot of flour that came in. Um, because this needs flour to make some things, and I'm not sure what it needs flour to make. Oh, noodle soup. Okay. That's the only thing that takes flour, is the noodle soup. Well, that really stinks because I can't get the flour out of here now that it's in there. So the old mill, I had all of the flour set to distributing because it would put it back into here and make the bread. Um, or not the oil mill, the farm bakery. All of the flour was set to distributing, and it would pick it back up in here and make bread. Well, as soon as I saw that factory, the new one, start to take that flour, I stopped it from distributing. And what I'm going to have to do is go pick up all that flour and dump it into the production to use it, I think. It's not the way I want to do this. So after a lot of thought and looking at mods and processing and understanding what I've done, I have a solution. So my solution is this. If we go into productions, I'm going to sell this production. I'm going to spawn about 7,000 flour, and I'm going to spawn about 47,000 liters of potatoes. Oil, I'm not worried about, because sunflower oil is only 200. So, and then, so let's do that first. So we go into here, construction, and we want to, hello. This production, I want to sell it. It's gone. And so is the noise. The next thing to do is to look at the old mill and change these so they're set to distributing. And that will distribute to just this. So I own no other productions that use flour. Oh, I need to go to the farm bakery. Change output mode to distributing. Let's change these back. Storing. Okay. So the old mill's set to storing, which is fine. We're not going to do flour in here anyway unless it's buckwheat and the rye. This is set to distributing again, which means it will start making bread once we get the flour back in here. And the mods I installed, this also started spawning the pig food, which is interesting because it wasn't spawning the pig food before. So one of the productions that mods that I added does that, apparently. So I'll show you what I want to put down. I still want to do potato chips, and so that's going to be a couple different ones. So I have this, the potato processing plant. Don't have enough money for it, but this is what I want to put down, I think, because it's tiny, and I can kind of put it into here. I kind of like that. If I put it like back here, there's room to dump and all that. It's 38,000. I don't have enough money for it. The other one would be that I downloaded. See if we can find it. It is another potato processing plant. I downloaded a few, like this compound pig food, mixed pig food. Those are too big. Artisan Chip Factory, that's the other thing that I downloaded. I thought that would be interesting, but it's huge. And it's also 55,000. So, yeah, I think this fixes my mess. So I need like 40,000. So I'm going to take out more money, increase my loan. Because I need that 38 to build up that chip processing. So let's do this. Where is it? 38. Let's save really quick. When I was testing things, I did turn my autosave to off. So I'm going to save my game. And if something goes wrong, I can get back to this state right here. So we're going to build the small chip processing plant. And I think that it's set this way. And the dump is out the back. But I don't quite like that. Maybe we put it this way. Because then they spawn there. And I should still be able to get a trailer back in there to dump. Like if I do this in such a way that I could drive through, that would be great. So maybe like this. Yes. So potatoes, okay, I can absolutely put the 7,000 liters of flour back into the farm bakery, and there's definitely enough potatoes for 47,000 liters that I can put into here. So I'm going to sort that out off camera, and I'm going to get the flour back into here just to show you this does work. I'm just going to turn on super strength. If I toss this into here now, it should have taken it. It is set to distributing. Maybe I didn't get it in the right place. There we go. It took it, and then the flour jumped up, right? So that was 1,400 liters, and if I put this in here, we are now up to 2,000 liters. So I'm going to get the 7,000 liters of flour back into here, get the 47,000 liters of potato into the other thing, and then we should be good. And then I have all that pig food as well. So I wonder if I can just change the pig food to distributing, and it will auto feed my animals. Oh, that would be nice. I'm gonna try that. So we set the pig food to distributing, and I can even dump the pig food back in there as well. So I'm gonna get this cleaned up, and then I will be back with you, and either in the episode probably, or we can talk through contracts and what I've done. So I'll be back. Okay, here we are. So what I've done, if we look at this, I can see I put, there was already flour in here. I put the 7,000 in here as well. So that's that. I couldn't get the pig food back in here, which is fine. I can store that, I guess, or sell it. Now that I've set this to distributing, I'll probably put it in the barn. And then my potato chip plant now, you can see it has just over 47,000 liters of potatoes. That's what I could get in with the trailer. Sunflower oil, I didn't put any in. That sunflower oil is coming from the oil mill that we bought. So everything is back. Everything is back to how I think it should be. So now I'm going to clean up my mess a little bit. Wow. What? I think this puts me back on track. I honestly do. I was not sure what I was going to do. I thought I might actually quit playing this map because I got so frustrated. I'm going to cheat a little bit and auto-load these. I know I have the forks, but I'm tired of using them. That's just the way it is. I so much prefer auto-load. Oh, they're going to stop for me. Yay. And I think the animals have enough food. Yeah, there's no way I can put pig food in there. Um, so what I can do, I guess, is store this somewhere. There we go. I only want one of these at a time. There we go. Let's get these in the shed. I give up. I seriously give up. Just get off the forks. See? Look how neatly I stacked those in there. Using the forklift with pallets. Ugh. Yeah, that's exactly what I did. Okay. I want to sell the bread that's over there. Well, it says it's here to sell the bread, but I kind of doubt that. Yeah. So where is that sell point? I probably drove over it already. Is this it? Aha, that's it. So we got 6,454. Okay. That's good. That's good. That is very good. So I also wanted to show you, I've been doing some looking around, because I have collected a few bones, right? I want to collect a bone, try and collect a bone in every episode, and I have found two of them, and one of them I'll collect, but I want to come down here, and we'll just jump over here, because this is where the bones are. So check this out. So this is where the bones end up, and this is apparently the skeleton that will get built. So all the bones you collect to get dumped onto this shelf, I guess, and I don't know if this gets dug out more or what, but I do want to collect all the bones and find out. So let's go get another bone. Was it back here? Yeah, it's right here. So this is our bone for the episode. We're going to collect that. 31 bones left. So let's take this back to the farm, and I'll meet you there. Okay, we are back at the farm, and as you can see, I have the cultivator. And so I'm going to grab those 3 cultivating contracts, because we could really use the money at this point. Accept this one. Accept this one. And one more. Oh, and while I'm thinking about it, I need to change this back to every 15 minutes now that I've fixed that production spot over there. So, okay, I am going to drive over and get these done, and I will see you after that. Okay, I've finished with those 3 contracts. We're going to collect those. 530 something. 18 something, and 13 something. And are there any other contracts? Deadwood. Oh, there's some fertilizing contracts. Those would be pretty fast, actually. Still can't do any of those. Can't do any of those. I really want to pay down some of that loan, so I am going to take these fertilizing contracts and just hook up the sprayer and go get them taken care of. So let's detach, and then we'll head over and get the sprayer. I did fill up with gas while I was gone as well, so I was getting a bit low. So let's attach to the sprayer. I might have to get more fertilizer. We'll see in a minute. I think I should be good with fertilizer. So I'm going to go take care of these contracts, and then I'll talk to you when I'm done. Well, we finished up with all the fertilizing contracts, those 3 that we had. So I'm going to put this away, and I think that's probably going to be it. It's coming up in-game at almost 5 o'clock, and I don't like working much past that in the game. So let's set this down, and we'll collect some money. Oh, I did see this last cultivating contract come up, but I don't have time to do that before I want to be done. So we are just going to collect these. So 3,400, and 802. That gives us 22,000. So let's pay off some of that loan. I don't like having it. So we currently have a $65,000 loan. Let's repay a good chunk of it. So we're down to 45,000 now. Great. So that will do it for today. I'm as surprised as you are that I figured something out over there and kind of got things straightened back out. I honestly thought I was going to be done with this map. I was so frustrated yesterday when I really messed that up. But I kept coming back to I want to collect all those bones and I want to see what happens to the skeleton. So that's my goal with this map, I think, is to get all the bones, maybe one per episode. We'll see how it goes later, maybe more. And yeah, that's what I'm going to focus on, is just, having fun, trying to be kind to myself. So, and you should as well. So be kind to yourself and be kind to others. And have a great day, and we'll talk to you later. Bye.